Do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Now, here's Ball. His last outing, he had 24 points. Shot clock at 5. Over English. Ball, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
We've got Carr. He's out there with LaMelo Ball. And it's Houston at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Ball. And it's Williams with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. English on the wing. Malone outside. Tries from 16. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And they pick up 2. And now just a 2-point Maverick lead.
Yeah, LaMelo relishes every chance he gets to drop a dime like that.
Williams against Ball. Collins pass it to Malone. Fader on the way, and the bank shot is good. Malone's got 9 points.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Collins against Carr. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Ball.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Eight seconds left in the first half. Here's West. Count the basket. West has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Mavericks lead by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason, a hard-fought first half. How do you assess the game so far?
We're going to need everybody. And the one thing we got to do is we can't settle. We got to keep attacking and get the ball in the paint.
Use that length to your advantage. Thanks, Jason. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Greetings all, halftime is upon us and an entertaining game with the Dallas Mavericks battling away.
This has been a display of what we often talk about on this show. Unselfish ball movement usually leads to better shots. Now I can say this, they're generating a lot of clean looks, guys.
Yeah, it's tough to beat a team that's in sync. Big advantage in the assist column, check that out. And a look now at some of the games that have yet to tip this evening. The Nuggets will face off against the Nets in Brooklyn. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time is the tip-off.
I'm predicting a somewhat lopsided outcome, just saying.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
So with Williams on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Andre Kirilenko is out there at Malone. Then there's West. And it's Mitchell, and it's English in at the small forward. Kirilenko with it. Now Stoudemire defending. West passes to Kirilenko. Malone kicks to Mitchell. Mutombo against English. And English with the stuff.
Boy, that was a nasty throwdown right there. This is exactly why you can't give English the position he wants.
Tipped away. It's stolen by West. And now West pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago. The Timberwolves, number 1.
Defense was their identity, and that's how they're going to beat you. And they did it better than anyone in the league.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Ball against West. Pass to Houston. Yes! And the foul. That one on English.
You love the efficiency that Houston scores and plays with. Takes smart shots all the time.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And you know, Clark, you look at the switch the Mavericks hit last year. This is a team that has certainly bought in.
It's pretty clear, Kevin. They believe in their coach, and they know they can make it to the finals now. They look to empower one another. They play as more than the sum of their parts, that's for sure. A well-oiled, cohesive group.
First free throw is good. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you gotta look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Both free throws good from English.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Ball, the pass to Mutombo. Some solid defense by Malone. Mavericks leading by 5. To the paint, here's Kirilenko, and he dunks it down.
That is just too easy for AK-47. He's a pro at knocking it down with force.
Stoudemire outside. Back to ball. It's stolen by West. Here's the break. Shoots the three. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's Maverick. Hits the three-point bomb. Mavericks got 9.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Here's Mitchell. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Houston. Covered by Mitchell. Offensive rebound. Here's Mutombo. Pass to Houston. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 5 on the clock. Here's Maverick. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Up top, English. He's got 11. Malone dishes to Mitchell. Nice move. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Maverick from outside off the mark.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
English inside, working on Stoudemire.
Alex English is a potent offensive weapon. I mean, this is a guy who could score on you in bunches, but he also moves well without the ball while moving the ball. Just a terrific offensive talent.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one. The free throw drops for English. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Kids checked in. Both free throws good from English. Oh, you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the three. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Shooting. They can burn you from deep as well as they shot it. The three-pointer really has become the focal point of their offense.
And Greg, you talked about their killer defense, holding opponents to the lowest shooting percentage in the league. They just shut teams down. On defense, the Mavericks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Kidd against West. Kidd passes the ball. Mutombo is screen on Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Ball with the bucket.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
To the inside. Here's Kirilenko. Pass to Malone. And here's West from the arc. Good, and it's Malone picking up the assist. Malone's got his 3rd assist on the night. Timberwolves trail by 8. Stoudemire outside. Here's Kidd. Buries it down low. Kidd's got 9.
The focus from Kidd, terrific at just keeping his composure even when things get tight.
Picked by West. Pass to Kirilenko. Dallas moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. And here's West for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Mutombo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Ball kicks to Kidd. Back to Ball. Pass to Stoudemire. Over Kirilenko. And that one comes up a bit short. Dallas leading by 6. Out to West. Mitchell with it. Malone in the post. 9 points in the game so far. And there it is for him. He's got 11.
Malone owns the paint area of the floor. Nobody coming in there messing with him.
Stoudemire outside. Here's Houston. Misses the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
English looking around. Mutombo grabs the board. Mutombo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
West finds Mitchell. Malone sets the pick for Mitchell. Pass to Kirilenko. Back to Mitchell. Fires for 3. Sinks the triple. Mitchell's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And got rid of it promptly. Mitchell wasting no time.
Timeout. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Lamar Odom is checked in for Minnesota. The Mavericks also with a sub. Heinsohn's checked in. Here's Stoudemire. The shot's good on the assist by Odom. 6 points for Stoudemire.
Hey, this is a fundamental part of Stoudemire's game, putting his size to work inside to get the shot he wants in the paint area.
And it's Mitchell missing.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Yeah, the first half was 1 to deep 6 or forget, but in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
Back to Kidd. Inside. And Ball slams it in.
Boy, making it look very easy. Ball has been unguardable tonight.
West outside to the wing on the left. Here's Heinsohn, guarded by Stoudemire. Here's West. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. LeBron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 through 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you.
He just keeps firing away from distance. I know he's trying to get himself heated up, but at what cost?
Over to the left wing. Pass to Carr. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. Kidd. Back to Ball. The tray. The shot comes out. Dallas leading by 9. Outside Kirilenko. Here's Malone. Knocked away. Carr with the ball. Now Kirilenko defending. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Kirilenko.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Mavericks.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
You know, the defense has given them that shot, and they've knocked it down consistently, and that's been a real key factor for them tonight.
The Mavericks leading. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
It's time for dance cam. If you see yourself on the big screen and you know what to do, show us your moves. Let's see those moves. Here's the machine.
Dallas making a switch here. Collins is checked in. While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
Their long-range shooting last year was nothing short of spectacular. I mean, they were absolutely unconscious from the three-point line.
Left side, West. Eaton grabs the miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 8 now on the night. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. To stop the drought. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Timberwolves trail by 6. Outside Kidd. Here's Ball. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Clark, the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball, and the only thing holding him back now is his health.
It certainly is, and it's unfortunate because he's a talented, fun-to-watch player. He's already missed a bunch of games early in his career, but he is the total package as a point guard now. Great length at 6'7", and I still think he has MVP potential. It's a matter of can he stay on the floor.
That's good from Ball. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Heinsohn. It's good from long range. Heinsohn's got 11.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Back to Kidd, and stolen by Williams. Pass to Kersey. Now Malone. He's covered by Kidd, 16 feet away. That's good from Malone on the assist by Kersey. And now it's an 8-point Maverick lead.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
There's Ball with the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ball's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Timberwolves. Outside Williams. Pass to Kersey. Back to Williams. To the middle. Collins against Ball. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Out to the right wing. Here's Kidd. Rebound by Williams.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Seconds left in the third quarter. And here is Ball. Plays it up and banks it in. Ball's got 13 points in just this quarter. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Mavericks ahead. They're up by 3. From Target Center, back in a moment. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here. with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Josh Hart. He's out there with Stoudemire, and it's Kidd in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Houston, and he banks in the layup.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Now English. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Hart. Pass to Kidd. Here's Houston to take the lead. The rebound by Heinsohn. Heinsohn's got 4 rebounds now tonight. There's Williams. Good defense by Kidd.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the jam by Stoudemire.
You know, the connection Stoudemire has with his teammates on these alley-oops, really special and simpatico.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. Malone finds Collins. Clock at 6. English the pass to Malone. A baseline J. It's deflected.
And having Eaton protecting the rim, that's about the same as building a brick wall around the basket. Just nothing gets over him. What an intimidator down low.
It's stolen by Stoudemire. Kidd with it. English picks him up. And they double up Kidd. Here's Hart. And a great assist by Kidd as that one goes in. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
You know, something else that catches my eye is the fact that they have blocked a bunch of shots. I mean, the block shot totals, extremely impressive. The defensive intensity, top level.
McCollum, he's checked in for Josh Hart. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Mavericks trail by 4. Williams passes to Collins. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in the close games.
Down low, it's stolen. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Drains the three-pointer.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
McCollum outside. Stoudemire with a screen on Collins. Malone with the block.
And how about the quick stare by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And the shot goes down. And that's 11 points for Jason Kidd.
Kidd doing a nice job snaking inside. I like that move. Terrific. That maneuvering, eel-like, all the way to the rim.
Outside Collins. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Minnesota leading by 3. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And it's Stoudemire with the jam. Great game for him. Double-doubled out. 10 points and 11 rebounds. Here's Williams. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Short. Stoudemire with a screen on Williams. Here's Short. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Malone's got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside Collins. English outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
And the first one at the line is good. A different look for Dallas. Andre Kirilenko's checked in for Malone. Mitchell comes in for Collins. And West subs in for Williams. All free throws good from English. Now, here's Ball. Pass to Houston. Chalk up 2 there. Ball's got the lead up to 5 now for Minnesota.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Ball against West. From the stripe. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Boozer a screen on Mitchell. Here's Houston. Pass to Mutombo. 5 to shoot. Houston the pass to Ball. Over West. Ball no good. Mavericks trail by 3. Here's Heinsohn. West down low. He's covered by Ball. English outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for English. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Here's West. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Wow, the obsessive quest for perfection. West truly believes every shot he takes is going in, and I tell you what, on a night like this, he may be right.
Here's Ball, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Ball's got 17 points here in the second half.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind a layup. Come on now, my goodness.
And that one, good.
Looking completely comfortable attacking from the inside. Alex English doing his thing.
Timberwolves have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Now here's Mutombo, guarded closely to the paint. And a great assist by Kidd as that one goes in. Kidd's got 5 assists in the game. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. English outside. West setting the pick for English. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Alex English using some deceptive strength right there to get that shot up and down through contact.
Boozer a screen on Mitchell. The kick out to Boozer. Pass to Odom. Ball up top, covered by Mitchell. Ball against Mitchell. Ball no good. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Now Mitchell. Kirilenko with the screen for Mitchell. A three-pointer is right on target. And now it's a 3-point Maverick lead.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Mutombo is screen on Mitchell to the inside. Here's Kirilenko, finished off the break. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
Excellent pass from Mitchell. His teammates are so fortunate to have a guy to make them better.
Outside Odom. To Mutombo. Deep 2 from Ball. Here's Kidd. Count the basket and the foul. It's on Jerry West.
They're making a concerted effort in the second half to go inside, trying to close that gap on the scoreboard.
Malone's checked in for Heinsohn.
It does wonders for an offense to have a point guard like Kidd at the helm. A tremendous facilitator.
Mitchell looking it over. Pass to West. To the middle. Here's Malone. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Mutombo's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Kidd with it. Defended by West. Stolen by Kirilenko. Now here's Malone. And Malone with the stuff.
Malone is a big-time performer, having no issues with being in the spotlight and coming up with big buckets.
Malone against Mutombo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Moses Malone. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
Now on the court, England has the best squad. Get out a little bit. Get out there on the court with the squad. Who wants to get that? Mr. Malone.
Minnesota making a switch. Ball's checked in. The first one falls.
And Mutombo, a defensive force, a long, intelligent player who plays well on both ends of the floor.
He doesn't get the second one. Mavericks leading by 3. English outside. Back to West. And Maverick pulls it down. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Ball, the pass to Mutombo. Here's Maverick. English covering. A nice shot by Maverick. West with the ball. English outside. He takes it in. Misses from close range. The Timberwolves shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Pass to Houston. Here's Maverick. English with the steal. For 3, Mitchell. Minnesota with the rebound. Stoudemire's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Ball, the pass to Maverick. 1:39 left to play here in the fourth. Here's the lob to the hoop. 6 to shoot. Taken away by Kirilenko. And it's the Mavericks on the break. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Minnesota with the rebound. Pass to Houston to take the lead. Knocked loose.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Malone. Over Mutombo. And that one hits back iron.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on. And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives for the big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Shoots from 8. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Malone against Mutombo. Here's West. Good!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
And Ball puts up a deep 3. Count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
I see you, LaMelo, because if you want to be a star, you better continue to knock those down.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 14 foul. 2 shots. Yes.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
Here's Houston. He's off from 3. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Donovan. High execution from the team tonight. Did you think the focus was there collectively?
Most definitely. I think, if we don't focus, we might let this game slip away. But for us, it's continuing to plug away. And we're not at our 100% yet. We're not at our best, but we have a lot more things to improve on. But our focus and attention to details really was getting us through.
Looks like you're building towards something special, man. Thanks. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game